God is my life. I would not be alive without God. And, He's opened my eyes to so much that I had never seen before. And it gives me this whole view of thankfulness and gratefulness for just being alive. My name is Alyssa Sweeney, and I came from Douglasville, Georgia. When I was growing up, I did not grow up Seventh-day Adventist. I grew up in a Church of Christ, and I lived with my grandparents until I was about 13. And we would always pass by the Seventh-day Adventist church on what they called Bright Star Road. And when I was young, I remember looking at that church, and on the billboard it said, "Come and join us for worship on Saturday or Sabbath." Sometimes it would say both. And I was always wondering, why is that? And why do they worship on Saturday? And talking to my parents about it and my grandparents about it, and they were like, "You shouldn't listen to those people, they're crazy." And I was always so interested. And so when I met Brighton, he told me he was Seventh-day Adventist and he went to church on Saturday. I was like, whoa, that's amazing.
My name is Brighton Sweeney. I'm from a few places, but over the last couple of years I've lived in Somerville and Dalton area. Right now I work at Food Lion in the meat department. Alyssa and I moved here over the last 2-ish months, I suppose. We met in Douglasville at a homeschool co-op.
I was offered to come back and teach band, or at least, help teach band, because they didn't have very many people to help.
She was actually teaching there. She had already graduated, and I went for band class.
And we started talking and haven't really stopped since.
And it was interesting, but I get to say I married my teacher. So a few years later, after we'd met, we started talking about marriage, and we made it happen and found a new apartment in Dalton here, and the church, and we're happy to call it home for now, and hopefully for a while.